What's up? What's up? What is up? I am the comic outlaw, of course. You know who I am, the man with the plan. Going from multiverse to multiverse. And, yes, one of my favorite things in the world are Funkos. And it's Funko time. Indeed, it is Funko time. And I thought I'd kick it off with I don't want to say controversial character, but I like I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. I like this character more in the comics than I actually did in the movies. I think they haven't given her the personality she deserves, to be honest with you. Um, Over the years, she's been a constant character that's come back, and she's had different names, of course. And I guess the most famous name is, of course, Captain Marvel, or Miss Marvel, or Warbird, or Binary, or Carol Danvers. I believe she made her. Now, Marvel was a Cree, an alien from another planet, and she was an Air Force college student, I believe, around '68, and she became Captain Marvel, I think '77. She's had different incarnations, like I said, different names. She's had a lot of different powers. One as binary, I think she's able to draw from a white hole power. Very fascinating stuff. Like I said, I do enjoy Chris Claremont's run after the sloppy and disgusting Avengers 200, where an alien being impregnated her and then took her back to limbo, and it's all messed up. The movie was I had like her appearance in Avengers Endgame. I didn't like. I thought it was a total misuse of her. She could have had a lot more lines. She could have had a lot more dialogue. She could have been more valuable in it than just being the thing that just shows up and stops everything. I thought that was very poorly done, and it's a poor representation of someone that's supposed to be in the next big phase of Marvel. So I think they need to do something to improve the quality of that. But without further ado, let's check this out, huh? Gotta love Funkos, huh? I do. And her personality, too, was a little bit distorted during Civil War II. That whole mess with the kid that predicts the future, Ulysses. And they were trying to prevent crimes before they happened. They made her into a jerk. But Civil War II was just kind of horrible in many different ways. I can kind of understand they were both grieving over the death of Rhodes until he was brought back, of course. I mean, death isn't death anymore. And let's check her out. This is the suit from the movie, of course. Getting ready to fire some beams off, and of course, every Marvel is a bobblehead, which I think is awesome. Give her the stand test. Ooh, this one doesn't. There we go. A little more difficult to stand, but all in all, it's a good toy. I mean, it looks decent. I would have preferred the older Captain, the Miss Marvel suit, which I was a big fan of. She's also, like I said, made appearances in X-Men the anime series, Avengers, the Disney version of Avengers, of course. Avengers Assemble, I believe. She actually ends up becoming the leader at one point. Really cool. Like I said, I love her appearances more in the comics and cartoons than I do in movies. I feel she has a lot more personality in them. I think they did a great job in the Avengers cartoons they made a while back. Wonderful job with the character. I do like that Camilla, this other girl, is taking up the Miss Marvel outfit, costume. It's a nice little tribute. And yes, Miss Marvel is one of those characters that I feel they need to do something more with. Give her more personality, more oomph, because she is not being represented like she is in the comics. And people always point to Civil War II, but she's had a rich history before that, and I think they had to touch on some of that, at least, you know. But like I said, cool little toy. Gonna look good on my shelf, of course, with my many other Funkos. And that's our Captain Marvel. aka Carol Danvers, aka Binary, aka Warbird, aka Miss Marvel. Like I said, she's had a lot of names, a lot of incarnations. Um, Very cool Funko, very cool character. I'd recommend reading the comic books. You'll get to know her a lot more, who she is and what she is. Cartoons, and expand your horizon. If you think this character is good and she's supposed to be one of the best, look her up. See who she really is. Don't let the movie decide who your favorite character is. Research. You might find that you like her a lot more because she's deep in Marvel. She's been around for a long time, and it's worth looking her up. And as always, I'm the Comic Outlaw, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.